So what's up there, guys, and welcome back to Dig It Detecting. So nice foggy morning in front of us, as you can see, and basically we are going to try our luck today on a couple of new permissions. Now, I've never ever met the owners of these house sites. I've only just been driving past them for years, keeping an eye on them. So today we are going to, as I said, try our luck, make contact with the owners, explain to them who I am, what I do, and what I'd like to do today. So anyway, let's get out there and see how we go. Okay, so exciting stuff. I have just been on the trail. As I mentioned, we're going to make contact with the landowner, but I didn't even know who that landowner was. But basically, we've just been on the trail and we've done it. We've done it. And look, I even picked up a big old nail off his track for him. That was an added bonus. So I said to him, "Oh, look what I just found on your track." And then I introduced myself and said what I wanted to do. So he's more than happy. He said, "Go your hardest, mate." So that's what we're going to do. So let's get over there and go our hardest. Rightio. So here we are. What a beautiful sight. So we've got a lot going on here. A lot of house remains still standing, still sitting here, obviously, but this big tree here, as you'll see in the picture in the top left, this big tree would have been that big pine tree separated up by the house that you can see. The house would have just sat right there where the chimney is, obviously, and then behind me there would have been the row of pine trees running along the train track. So that is an actual dugout train track channel in there. I'll give you a bit of a look later. So anyway, just walking around here, trying to gauge this site the best that I can, trying to understand it. So where the walls went, because look, I do have a picture, but it's very limited in what you can see, obviously. So I've just been walking around, scraping the top of these rocks here. You can see there's one wall here, one wall here. That would have been a chimney. You can see the fallen down bricks there. So that would have been one chimney. I do believe that little guy over there was a well, a little tiny well, maybe even a little hand crank or maybe even a hand pump well. My great nana had one of them. We used to play with it as kids. You see obviously here is the second chimney. Now it's obviously pretty obvious, hasn't fallen over, so this gives us a great starting point to work out, you know, where we want to be, and still, you know, it makes it hard with all these bricks on the ground and this sort of stuff. However, we'll try and pick up what we can as we go, and also keep our eyes out for bottles and marbles as we go. Now this site, house site, was pulled down about 10 years ago. From what I remember, I've been driving out past here for quite some time and been watching it progress slowly and deteriorate, and now pulled down. So anyway, you can see concrete sort of veranda there, I imagine, and I also noticed because of the railway over there would have been no entrance off that road, and the other road is down there. So they would have entered off this road, up this driveway, around this fence line, and you can see even there where the tractor's still been driving today. So this footpath would have led you out to the front of the house, out to your vehicle or what have you, and then the footpath would have led you back to the front door. There's also this footpath, concrete path over here, and it starts over here and it wanders you to here. I stuck the shovel in there and I've got nothing further. The concrete ends right here, so don't know what ended here. Might have been, once again, a front entrance to the house, or taking you round to the side of the house, what have you. It's not to the toilet though. I don't think it's to the toilet. There's a septic there, so we might even pull that lid, have a look. I know that's gross, but we might just have a look, see if any bottles got stashed down there. You never know, you never know. So anyway, we'll keep plodding along, and as I said, I will show you that railway station a bit later, and we'll see if we can't find something cool like this guy. There we go. There we go. I stood on that tree. Lucky it didn't come down and break this bottle. There you go. It's exactly what exactly what I want to see for this site. Beautiful old Holbrook & Co. sauce bottle. So he's quite early too. He's got the early AGM design, so very nice. Oh no, maybe not. HCB. Yeah, Holbrook & Co. Sorry, not the early Melbourne design, but he still is. He's early 1900s anyway. He's a screw on top. You can see there he's had an applied blob top on him. The seam doesn't run all the way through to the neck. So yeah, look, 19 to 1920s I'd say, early 1900s. Anyway, I've got a couple of these at home. The first one I actually found, I broke it. Holbrook. Anyway, let's grab the detector and let's keep detecting. Okay, we've got a nice little belt buckle. Horse buckle by the looks. It's quite large, isn't it? Right down the back, as you can see, underneath the peppercorn trees. So I'll keep hunting around here and see if we can't pick up on a coin though, because we're still chasing our first coin. Okay, so we've all seen one of these before in my videos. This is an old horse rein guide. It's quite nice, this one too, because he's not broken. We always find them broken. So as I explained a few times before, would have sat up like that, attached to the buggy. Your horse reins would have went through the middle. So what a ripper, and a bit strange to find it, considering we're right beside the chimney. So what are we, in the lounge room? What were the horses doing in the lounge room? Righto, so we've got a little bit of an understanding of this site in the last hour that we've been here. Now, as I said, there was no road entrance off the back here due to the train tracks. Even after the train line stopped running through this way, it still didn't change. They still didn't put an entrance in. As you'll see when I walk you down there, you can see it's still dug out, no entryway. So we know the front of the house was here, and we know that they were coming up the driveway and entering off that road that runs back that way. They were entering off that road, driving up the hill behind that brick chimney underneath the peppercorn trees and pulling up somewhere about here. So we know that was the front of the house. We also found the veranda, concrete veranda. Where is it? Just there. So we know that was probably, could have been also the front of the house, you know, getting the view looking down the hill that way. In the picture there too, I'll throw it back up again on what you've seen there at the start of the video. You could see that all behind me, running along the train track there. It was all pine trees, so they had sort of fenced it all off with pine trees, given that little bit of privacy. So that was definitely the front of the house, and possibly that way. However, what's confusing me is all the rubbish seems to be buried here. You know, their rubbish pits seem to be here. You know, so if that was the front of the house, why would you be dumping the rubbish in the direct front? You would think it would be at the back here, but it's not. I can't find any indications of glass or any rubbish being dumped out the backyard here. So bit strange. So anyway, we have sort of just went backyard, front yard, side yard. We've detected all over, and a bit where the house stood, where we got the horse rein guide from. We're going to stop for some lunch now, and when we get back, we're going to scour up along the front fence line there that adjoins this neighbour's property, and see what we can't find. If not, I mean, I still haven't even found a coin yet. If not, we might be working in the dump area there, because I know it's a, you know, I said it's a rubbish dump. I feel like that's what it is. A lot of rubbish coming out of that this front area here. However, they would also dump out good stuff. So that's what you'll find in a lot of cases. You find these old rubbish dumps, and if you spend the time digging them out, you can find all sorts of wonderful items, including coins. So that's the attack plan after lunch. Okay, we've finally done it. We've got ourselves our first penny by the looks, and not far, as you'll see, away from the septic tank. Ugh. It's only a rue penny by the looks. It's nice to have something like this to show the owner though. We've got the nice horse rein guide we can show him. A few neat little buckles we can show him. However, it's nice to have a coin, because coins have dates on them. Coins can help ID sites and timelines, and that's ideally what I like to find. So I have no idea when this house site dates back to. I would believe, I'm only guesstimating here, but due to the area's history, I believe sometime, look, late 1800s, probably 1880, 1890. I know for a fact this house would not have been built much later than, say, 1905, 1910 at the very, very latest. So have to be sort of within that 20-year time period. I'll say 1890 to 1910. So very, very early, and well over 100 years of history here. So I'm sure there has to be a Britannia penny here, or silver, or something like that, dating into the 1800s. However, you got to remember, farmers pretty tight, not tight, but they put all their money into the farm. They don't have money just in their pockets, walking around the farm, waiting to drop or waiting to spend. Where are you going to spend money on a farm? So a lot of farmers, yes, they might make a bit of money here and there on a good year, on a good season with the cows, when there's a lot of rain and the grass is up, the cows are producing. However, that will generally go back into the farm, not into the pockets for them to lose. So what is this we've got here? Look at it. It's like some sort of decoration. Probably a back strip off the wall of the bathroom or something, maybe. Who knows? It rang up at a 38. What is it? This looks like a decorative piece to me. Very pretty. Not when I do that, rub the mud all over it. But yeah, there you go. Nice decorative piece of alloy stripping. Okay, so we're going to walk out and have some lunch now, and while we do, I'll show you this old railway line, which is what I've had to cross to get in here. So as you can see, there was never an entryway to the house put in here. So pretty cool though. They would have had the train passing every day. So I might even do a bit of detecting down in this train channel, see if I can't pick up on a coin, because if the railway tracks used to run straight through the guts here, often kids, and I know there was kids living up in that house, as a family of 4, so often kids would lay pennies, what have you, on the tracks, and they get flattened. So they may not actually be down in the gully here in the tracks. They probably got flung up over on the surface there. Who knows, maybe even out on the road. So anyway, lunchtime. Okay, so we've definitely got our work cut out for us here. We are working what I presume to be is in the old dump, and great little indication here, a little teapot spout. So generally discarded in the old dumps, and with all the other bottle tops and rubbish that I've been finding on this side of the house, I dare say that's what it was. However, I'm still a little confused. I just had the neighbour come across to me here, and he sort of ran through with me where everything was, you know, footpath and, you know, front of house, back of house, side of house. And even he said under that tree there, that concrete pad was the veranda. So just, you know, a little bit confused. Why would you be dumping rubbish out the front of your veranda here? I mean, I have no doubt, I agree, that is the veranda with the neighbour next door, I agree. Why would you dump rubbish out the front of your veranda though? A bit strange. Anyway, we'll just keep digging it up and hopefully find a bottle as we go. So yeah, definitely the old rubbish dump. Since shooting that last clip over there, I think we've dug about 10 bottle tops and a few cans, and we just found this little guy. Now he would have had like a cork end attached underneath there, and pretty much same thing as a bottle top. It would have been like a little cork or a little screwer top to seal your bottle. So very interesting. Why were they dumping the rubbish out the front of the veranda? Especially considering, you know, all along the train tracks there, I showed you before in the picture, there was pine trees all the way along there. So if that was the back of the house over there and you had all the pine trees added as privacy, why would you not be dumping the rubbish at the rear of the house, not out the front veranda where you're probably sat and had your cup of coffees of a morning? So like I do at all these old house sites, I'm opening up nice big holes. I don't have to dig this big. However, opening up those nice big holes allows you to see more items within that hole, within the ground. So that often helps me find marbles and bottles. So that's what I'm doing here. And we've got a nice target. This ground is so hard to work because it's volcanic. See, it makes you think you've got a target everywhere, but you don't. It's generally only in one place, unless there's multiple targets in the hole. But check this out. It's going off. It's going off. It's going off. It's going off. But our target's actually down there. So there you go. We'll try and get him out. I was going to say we'll come back, but we'll try and get him out on camera. Yeah, it's really nice too. The landowner just approached me. He's actually known me for years and years. I was explaining to him, I don't know, I wasn't sure whether he remembered me, so I just said to him, I'm not sure if you know who I am, but yeah, such and such, and I think you remember me. Anyway, I have known him for years anyway, and lovely bloke, really nice guy. We were actually talking here for nearly an hour about everything, old house sites and history and things I've found, places I've visited, and even YouTube. So I told him to make sure he tunes in this Friday night to my next upcoming premiere live video. So hopefully he does. Anyway, he was oh nice. He was asking me, harmonica. That's what I want to see for an old house site like this. Nice old harmonica. Pity we hit him in the middle. So anyway, it's only a reed, only part of harmonica. He'll never play a tune again. Anyway, I was a bit more. I was talking to the landowner there before, and he mentioned that he said, mate, have you been to such and such place yet? And I said, no, I haven't. I know exactly what you're talking about though, and I know of the owners. I have not met them yet. I know who owns it. I've been told their name, and there's the other half. There you go. Might play a tune again one day. Anyway though, he said to me, he goes, yeah, I do a heap of shooting on their property, and they've got the old school and the old homestead on their property. Why don't you go check it out? And I said, well, I have been sort of semi-given permission for that site. Another friend has basically spoke to the owners about who I am and what I do, and they are pretty interested, pretty keen to meet me. So I've got to make my way out there one day. However, the weekend that we had teed up months ago fell through, so not on my end, on their end. I was itching to get there. Anyway, long story short, I was just talking to the owner next door, and guess what? He gave me the owner's mobile number. So now it's not going to be contact through a mate to contact him. I've got direct contact now, so I can give him a call myself, and I can tee up hopefully this weekend to get out there. You wait too. Old school and big old mansion. It's going to be a ripper. So check out the big insulator. Wow, what a whopper. That's probably the biggest insulator I've ever seen. That's huge. It's a shame that it's broken though. Damn. Okay, it's funny, we were just talking about the insulator, wasn't it? Because we got, maybe we got two here. There you go. The tractor's been driving straight over the top of them. Let's see if we can get them out. I might have even more stuff going on here. Hell's bells. What's going on? Looks like a little dumbbell weight, doesn't it? Let's try and get underneath him. Oh Lord. I got the whole telephone pole. Oh, 3 insulators. Holy moly. Well, that was more than what I anticipated. Under the ground there. And we're digging up his track. Whoops. Righto. I have to sort this out. Try and get the insulators off if we can, and fix his track again. Okay, so we're still following the fence line. We followed up here, we jumped across, so this is the old access to the house way, as you can see, and we basically followed across jumped the track here, and first thing I'm noticing is all these glass fragments. So the cows have been sleeping here for the night, and they've basically helped me uncover all this. So see it all, and you can see the impression where the cow's been sleeping for the night. But yeah, look, we've got another bottle dump over here, so pretty cool. I'm almost tempted just to dig down for 5 minutes. Oh, now I am, especially after seeing that embossing. Warner & Co. I'm nearly tempted to just dig down 5 minutes and see what happens. So right here, let's do it. Okay, first shovel in the ground, and we hit on a neck. So that didn't take too long at all. It's going to be broken. But yeah, those cows definitely gave it away. Seeing those fragments of glass on the top, the cows have gave away where one of the bottle dumps is. So let's take two. Righto, so as you can see, we are finished up now. We've got the gear in the car. We sort of finished digging at that little bottle pit, did not find anything that was not broken though, so we left it at that for today, and I don't want to go digging too far down. This is only our first visit here today, so we best get permission off the landowner before we go doing anything silly and digging big trenches in his paddock. So I'm sure he won't mind. However, you do the right thing and ask permission first, because he thinks we're only in here for coins and relics, coming out at a small depth. I don't want to go opening up some large pit looking for bottles and then him coming along and saying, "Oi, what are you doing?" So anyway, we're going to go see him now, and we're going to basically show him what we've got and see if we can't get an invite back for next time. Okay, so that's it, we are done, and we have had another great successful day. We've acquired a new permission for future. Not only that, acquired another 2 permissions, one through speaking to the neighbour, and this bloke here whose track I'm actually driving down, who gave us permission today, he even has another old house site. Wouldn't you know it? Typical farmer, hey? They have heaps of old house sites on their farm as they buy up land and basically acquire a larger farm. So ripper day, and a few neat finds. We end up passing on the bottle there to the landowner. I said to him, you know, you want to keep that, mate, throw it up on the mantelpiece, and he was more than happy. So look, really great day, another successful day, and I even got permission to, as I mentioned, dig down for some more bottles in future. So he said, look, as long as you fill your holes in, go for your life. So happy days, and yeah, we're going to head home now and recharge the detector, recharge myself. I still haven't even had lunch yet, and we'll pick it up again another day. So cheers guys, happy hunting, think clean, and think clean. Think lucky, dig clean, and happy hunting. Cheers guys.